everybody. Thank you for joining me. This is a quick 30-minute-ish class, Kundalini Yoga, inspired by Guru Jagat, one of my teachers. It's a class that uses a lot of breath work combined with some physical postures, very easy postures, to really help with our metabolism, our lymphatic system, so enhancing our immune system, helping with circulation in the body, and sort of encouraging our digestive system to do its thing with absorbing the nutrients and eliminating waste. You'll feel energized after this practice. So thanks for joining me, and let's get started. So rubbing your palms together and finding a very comfortable seat, whether you're sitting in a chair with your feet on the floor or an easy pose on a mat. Really creating heat in between the hands. And if you can, if you feel comfortable, close your eyes. And if you're not comfortable closing your eyes, just try to relax your eyes. Maybe find a spot on the floor to gaze at. And just sort of turn your attention inward. Created a lot of heat now, so press the palms together, press all the fingers together, and bring the thumbs to the heart center. If you're new to Kundalini Yoga, we tune in to the class in the beginning by chanting Om Namo Guru Dev Namo. And that is just a chant to sort of bow down to all the teachers and the wisdom that has been set before us. So breathing in deeply, just allowing the belly to fill, letting the inhale rise up into the chest cavity so that the rib cage expands, bringing it up through the neck, and lengthen the neck by just pulling the head slightly back and then tucking the chin. And then bringing your attention to your third eye point, the eyebrow point right above your nose. And now bringing attention to the crown of your head. And on your next exhale, just completely empty out the breath. And with the breath, allow the breath to bring with it any tension, any thoughts that might be distracting you from this present moment. Just surrender it. Just allow yourself to be present right here, right now. And just continue to breathe deeply, inhaling and exhaling, filling the belly, filling the chest, letting that inhale rise up through the energy centers. And exhaling, just letting go, surrendering. It's important to remember during our practice today that if the posture is too difficult for you, if you have an injury, a pre-existing injury to the knees, to your back, shoulders, anything at all, please feel free to modify the posture so that you can keep yourself safe. Everybody's body is different. Anatomically, we are all unique. Some postures will be easy for some people, while they are extremely difficult and possibly impossible for others. So please keep in mind your uniqueness, your perfection, being in the imperfection. And on the next inhale, we will tune into class Om Namo Guru Dev Namo. If you don't know the chant, you can just sing along and sort of mimic the sounds. If you do know the chant, I invite you to bring your attention into your heart and allow the sound to vibrate throughout your being. Inhale. Om Namo Guru Dev Namo. Om Namo Guru Dev Namo. Om really shake powerfully and begin to shake the arms and just really allow the upper body to move. Just shaking it out, starting to increase the circulation while also clearing the energy field around us. Okay, so we're going to start with a little bit of pranayama. Pranayama meaning breath work. So this breath in particular, I'd like you to breathe through the mouth. If this is, uncomfortable, just take breaks. It can, when you begin to do this breath at first, it can make your mouth pretty dry. Just take breaks, take a swallow, and then get back into it. But it's a breath of fire through open mouth. So you're going to make a sort of a puckered mouth like this. But you're going to breathe in and out through the mouth. Now the arms are going to move along with the breath. You're going to take your thumbs, bring them down to that pinky mound, and then wrap the 4 fingers around the thumb. And you're going to just be doing this backstroke motion. This is actually called fists of anger meditation. And the point is, with the breath and with this movement, to really bring up those feelings of anger, feelings of rage, anything in the body that is just this negative, explosive type of frequency, and just get it out with this breath. This is a very clearing, elimination type breath. So fists of anger. If this is hard on your shoulders, feel free to lower it down, but maintain a strong breath. So whatever your hands are doing, even if you have to just rest your hands on your knees because your shoulders can't do it, maintain the breath. Okay, so we're here for 2 minutes, and make your fists. And if you're backstroking, start backstroking, and then bring in the breath. I recommend staring at a space on the floor if you're not comfortable closing your eyes, just because if you're new to pranayama, you can feel a little out of body. You can start to feel a little dizzy, maybe even claustrophobic. So if it's better for you to keep the eyes open, just find that drishti spot, that gaze, and just maintain that particular gaze throughout the meditation. Powerful breath. You'll feel the belly moving with the breath. Stay very present. Just stay the here and now. Don't let your thoughts distract you. Just come right back to that breath. Come right back to the arm movements, backstroking. Start to feel maybe frustrated, maybe angry, maybe uncomfortable. Just let those feelings come up and just let them leave your body and leave your energetic field. Powerful breath now, 10 seconds. Now, clasp the hands together, interlace the fingers, palms up overhead, stretching nice and tall. Inhale and hold the breath. Holding the breath. By holding the breath, we're letting the energy, that pranic energy, circulate within the body. If you're sensitive, you can really feel the nadis, the energetic channels of the body. You can really feel them lighting up. Exhale, release the hands. And then coming into child's pose. Now, bring the knees a little closer than you would in a typical child pose. So it's more of like a baby pose. So sitting on the heels and then allowing the forehead to come down to the mat. Hands behind you, palms up. Now, you can stay right here. This is fine. Or you're going to pull in on your root lock. So that perineum, the sex organs, the anus, kind of pull it up as if you're trying to stop the flow of urination. Pull that up. And now using your navel, your core, you're just going to lift your head slightly up off the mat. And you can stare just slightly forward. And here you're going to do that same breath as we did in the Fists of Anger meditation, but now we're going to breathe in and out through our nose. So pumping the belly comes in on the exhale and then fills on the inhale. It doesn't have to be a fast breath, but try to make the breaths equal in length. Keep going, you're doing great. Keep that root lock pulled in. One more minute here. Last 30 seconds. Continue to pump the belly. Continue to breathe equally, inhaling, exhaling through the nose, pulling in on that root lock. If you have to rest the forehead on the floor, go ahead, just maintain the breath. Stay very present, the here and now. Yoga is about being present in the here and now, really connecting with our breath, connecting with the physical posture in the here and now, staying present in the here and now. And inhale, hold the breath, hold whatever posture you're in, hold the breath, and exhale. If your head is up, release the head to the mat. Allow yourself to just sink into the mat. Removing, releasing tension, maybe in the hips, maybe in the low back. Inhaling and exhaling. Being present here and now. Now bringing your hands up right in front of your knees, placing the palms on the mat, inhaling and pressing up. Now inhaling, coming onto the feet. Inhaling, straightening the legs. Exhaling, slowly rolling up to stand. Now this next posture is called Kundalini chair pose. It's a little interesting. If this posture, after I show it to you, if you find that it's too difficult, simply come into a wide squat with your hands resting on your knees, okay? Otherwise, you're going to bring your feet a little further than hip width apart, and you're going to squat down, and back will become parallel with the floor, kind of making a little table. Now your hands are going to go in through the legs and around the outside and kind of rest on the feet. Now you're in this funny chair pose. Now the breath is called lion's breath. So you're going to stick your tongue out, and we're going to still do that inhaling, exhaling, powerful breath, but now you're going to do it through an open mouth with the tongue out. This can be very uncomfortable if you're new to this breath. Take breaks and then just come back into it. Okay, stick your tongue out, breathe in and out through the mouth. We're not here for long, we're only here for 1 minute, so really give it your best try. Really allow yourself to see that you can do things that you put your head into. Inhale, hold the breath and hold the posture. Exhale, bring your hands out, place the palms on the mat. Straighten the legs, let the head hang down. Inhaling and exhaling here, long deep breaths. Inhale, exhale, coming down into easy pose. Finding a comfortable seat, sitting tall. Taking the right arm and stacking it on top of the left arm so that the forearms are parallel with the floor at shoulder height. And right here, you're simply going to breathe normally on your breath, silently chanting a mantra to yourself. So these mantras that we chant are words made of sounds. So don't worry too much about the translation of the word. It's more about the sound that you create, whether you're doing it silently in your mind or actually creating sound with your mouth. This particular moment will be chanting silently in your mind. On the inhale, you'll chant Hari. Hari, it rhymes with buddy. Hari, and on the exhale, Had. Hari, Had. Hari, Had. Now, the word Hari, as you chant it, Had, it's connected with the color yellow. So in your mind's eye, you can close your eyes if you feel comfortable. Close your eyes and really imagine and envision your favorite, most powerful, vibrant shade of yellow as you chant Hari on the inhale, Had on the exhale. Hari, and strong. If you have shoulder issues and you're experiencing a pinching type pain, simply rest your arms in your lap and continue to chant Hari on the inhale and Hug on the exhale. It's important to remember that the goal is not the posture. It's not about your shoulders. It's not about your arms. It is about the breath and the mantra and staying present in the here and now. We're going to be here one more minute. Really dig in and really turn inward. Inhale, hold the breath, pull in on that root block, so feeling as if you're stopping the flow of urination, pulling that perineum up. Now pull the navel into the spine, sit up nice and tall, tuck the chin slightly, and exhale, relax the arms, shake it out. Coming into tabletop. So hands underneath the shoulders, hips over the knees, big toes come together to touch. Cat-cow, so inhaling, making a cow pose here. So rounding the spine slightly, not too much pressure pinching on that low back. Inhaling, looking up. Exhaling, rounding the spine, tucking the tailbone, pressing the hands into the floor. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. This is a classic Kundalini yoga posture, cat-cow, really focusing on moving the energy up the spine, up the energy centers, those chakras, wheels of energy. Really using the breath here. The inhale, the prana. The exhale, the apana. Inhaling, bringing the energy in, receiving. Exhale, elimination, letting go. Inhale, looking up. Exhaling, rounding the spine. Inhaling to a flat back. Exhaling, resting the butt on the heels. Coming down into child's pose, bringing the hands in prayer over the head. Just long, deep breathing here, just for a few seconds. I'm going to rest up. Our next posture will be a much stronger, more physical one. So we're just gathering energy here. And inhaling, palms on the mat. Exhaling, coming up to table. Now this next posture, Sarabandam days, are my absolute favorites. Huge third chakra work. Gives you physical strength, cardiovascular strength, and really connects movement with the breath. So I'm going to demonstrate Sarabandam days. Now there will also be modifications that you can make to make it a safe posture for you. So starting in down dog,
we exhale here. And we come into a plank on an inhale. And then on the exhale, we come down into chaturanga without touching the floor. We're going to inhale into an up dog. And then we exhale back to down dog. Now the toes stay on the mat. We're never flipping onto the tops of our feet. So we inhale, plank, exhale, chaturanga, inhale, up dog, exhale, down dog. At any time you can modify this pose by placing the knees on the mat, simply working from the knees. And if this becomes too much for you, simply go back to the cat-cow that we did before we began these Sarabandha days. Using the breath, continue and really connect your breath with the movement. It's not a race, you're at your own rhythm, your own pace. This pose to me is all about empowerment. Really showing yourself, giving yourself the opportunity to demonstrate to yourself how strong you can be, how determined you can be. Kundalini yoga for me really showed me that if I put my mind to it, if I make up my mind to listen to that strong, confident aspect of myself, I can really get through anything. It's all about tuning down the small voice in my head and instead really listening to the true, authentic voice. Okay, we have about 10 seconds. So possibly your last Sarabandha. And coming into down dog, bringing the knees to the mat, resting the butt on the heels, coming back into that child's pose, palms overhead. Again, long, deep breathing. Really giving yourself props for getting through that challenging, both physically and mentally, posture. And on the next inhale, palms to the mat. Inhaling, lifting up, exhaling, moving into an easy pose. Okay. Coming into our ego eradicator pose. So, arms coming up to a 60-degree angle, bringing the fingers into pads, the fingertips folding into the pads. Thumbs are straight and strong. Imagine a golden light reaching from thumb tip to thumb tip and just arcing overhead. Now, if you're comfortable, close your eyes. If not, find a spot on the floor in front of you and relax your eyes as much as possible, maybe closing them halfway. Now going back to that breath of fire, really using the navel to move the breath. Inhaling, the belly fills. Exhaling, the belly pulls into the spine. Equal inhale, equal exhale. We're going to be here for about 3 minutes. So really find that rhythm and really tune into that breath. This is an opportunity to really connect with your navel point, really feeling that navel point as it expands and moves away from the spine and then pulls into the spine and slightly upward towards the heart. So you can imagine that you're manifesting, you're generating, you're creating all of this energy and you're bringing it up into the heart center. Up into the heart center, into that true, loving, unconditional aspect of yourself. And then with each breath, that arc of light overhead just burns brighter and brighter and brighter. And you really become one with your energetic body. One more minute. So really come back into center. If you've let your mind sort of wander, find your way back. Inhaling, exhaling. You can use the mantra Sat Nam, Sat Nam, Sat Nam, Sat Nam, Sat Nam with your breath if it helps to keep you focused and in the present, in the here and now. Now inhale and bring your thumb tips to touch overhead and release the fingers so they point straight up to the sky like antenna. Feel the sit bones on the earth, rise the spine up nice and long, out of your sit bones, out of your hips, straight, strong spine, creating this central energy channel for the energy to rise up. Exhale, holding the posture. Again, inhaling, feeling the energy rising up that central channel. Tuck the chin slightly, really opening up that throat. And exhale, slowly, 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 bringing your arms, sweeping them on either side as they come down. And then bringing the index finger and thumbs to touch. Other fingers pointing straight out. Rest the wrists on the knees. Close the eyes now and just breathe long and deep here. Catching your breath. Giving yourself a moment to settle the nervous system. Allowing that chi energy, the pranic energy that we've just infused into the body with that powerful breath of fire, now allowing that to integrate and circulate within each cell of our bodies. Now inhale. And exhale. Now you can either stay in easy pose if that's better for your knees and you're just going to place your hands out in front of you, or if you can come to sitting on your heels, you'll come and sit on your heels and place your hands in front of you, sort of sitting like a cat. So sitting like a cat, you're going to spinal flex. So like we did in cat-cow, inhaling, kind of looking up, bringing the heart forward, bringing the chest forward, and then exhaling, rounding the spine, chin coming down into the chest. Inhale, exhale. Good job. Really using this posture to really cleanse the body, increasing blood flow to the lower spine and the organs, especially your liver here. So a really good detoxifying pose, using the breath. Using the hands on the mat as leverage, really pulling that heart forward, and then using the hands on the mat to press the heart back. It's all about the breath. Make sure you are connecting the movement with the breath. You're almost finished here. Now inhale, looking up. Exhale, rounding the spine last time. Squeezing it all out, letting it go. And then inhale, rising up, sitting tall. Now interlace the fingers behind your back. And then sort of roll the shoulders back. It will help you open up the chest, make it a little less uncomfortable for the hands. Now here, inhale, and then bring the hands up as far as they will go while leaning forward slightly. So there's this juxtaposition, right? This like pulling back of the hands that are clasped together as you're raising the arms behind you, and then the chest, the heart, think of it as the heart center coming forward. And lifting the head just slightly so that the chin is about parallel with the floor. You can close your eyes if you're comfortable, or simply relax the eyes and stare at a spot in front of you. And right here, you're going to do that breath of fire. Inhaling, exhaling, moving the belly. Keep stretching those arms back and up while pulling the heart forward. Only 10 more seconds. Good job. Now inhale, hold the posture, pulling the arms back and up while pulling the heart forward, feeling the push and the pull, the contradiction within you, the balance. And exhale, come up to sitting. Let go of the hands and shake the arms out. So coming to sit on your bum and bringing the feet up and out. We're going to come into a modified Navasana, boat pose. So bringing the hands close to the hips on either side, maybe slightly behind. You're going to lean back and really try to lift the chest, lift the heart up and open. So you want to avoid being collapsed. Really being strong and opening up the shoulders and the chest. Now, we're going to balance on the sit bone, so you'll bend your arms slightly just to allow yourself to be able to bring the legs up. Now, you can keep the legs bent like this, keeping the heart open, or you can straighten the legs here. Now, holding this posture, deep breaths, long deep breaths. Focus the mind. Silently chanting to yourself, Sat on the inhale, Nam on the exhale. Sat, Nam. Only here for 30 seconds, so try and be strong. Be strong. Hold the posture, using the power of your third chakra, the navel point. Really using the navel point to hold the legs up. Keeping the heart open. 15 seconds, you've got this. Long, deep breathing. Sat, Nam. Sat, Nam. Sat, Nam. Sat, Nam. Now, on the next Sat, inhale, you're just going to bring your knees as close to the chest as you can. You can sort of reposition your hands again, but keep the heart open. Try not to collapse. Trying to keep the chest and the heart open. Knees in as close to the chest as they will go. Maybe you're really flexible in your hip flexors and really strong and you can bring your knees really close. Maybe you can't. And maybe it's time for you to just rest your feet on the floor. And if that's what it is for you, that's what it is. But maintain long, deep breaths, chanting Sat on the inhale, Nam on the exhale. Keep going, 20 seconds. 10 seconds. Last deep inhale, Sat, Nam. Inhale, pull the knees a little closer, and exhale, go ahead and relax the legs down on the mat. Straight legs. Maybe spread the feet about hip width apart. And we're just going to come into a nice, easy forward bend. So Kundalini Yoga, it's really important that we sort of stretch that sciatic nerve. They call it the life nerve every day. So this is intentionally for the sciatic nerve. So sitting tall on the sit bones, allowing the spine to rise up straight and strong. Now imagine that your spine is a straight rod of steel, and we can only move keeping that straight rod of steel, cannot bend it. So bending forward as far as you can, maintaining that rod of steel, and then just reaching down, whether you reach your toes, whether you reach your knees, whether you reach your ankles, keep that spine straight and strong, reaching down forward for whatever it is that you can grab, closing your eyes if you're comfortable, or just relaxing the eyes halfway, staring at a spot. Long, deep inhales, Sat. Full, complete exhales, Nam. Important for maintaining good back health. That sciatic nerve can really trigger a lot of people. There's a lot of emotions that we hold in the hips. There's a lot of tension that we hold in the hips. Stretching this life nerve every day gives us flexibility, opens us up to be more versatile, allowing us to be able to go with the flow a little easier. Embrace the twists and turns that life offers us. And inhale. And exhale, and go ahead and just allow yourself to fold over. And just rest here for a beat. Allowing yourself this nice deep stretch. Feeling it all the way up from the back of the legs, up the back body, the base of the skull, the neck. Just allowing the fascia just be nourished by fluids, by light, that pranic energy. And inhale, come up. And exhale, using the strength of your core, slowly, 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 without using your hands if you can, bring yourself down into your final resting pose. So coming onto your back, placing the hands side of the hips, a little away from the body, palms up, and allowing the legs just externally rotate, finding an open position, allowing your body to sink into the mat. Maybe you're sensitive to the inner workings of your body and all of its systems, and you can really feel the difference. You can feel the oxygen levels. You can feel the light energy that we brought in through the pranic
breathing. And just feel that integration within the cells. And then as the body integrates, your auric field also vibrates. And just allow yourself to sort of find comfort in this bubble that you've surrounded yourself with of healing frequency. And inhaling and exhaling. Inhale and start to move the toes and the fingers. Maybe roll the ankles, roll the wrists. And move them in the opposite direction, circling the other way. And on your next inhale, bring the knees into the chest. Grabbing the knees with the hands, just rock the body side to side as you pull the knees into the body. And then bring the hands underneath the knees and just slowly building, rocking and rolling, massaging the spine until you come all the way up into sitting pose. Coming to sit easy. Bringing the hands together. Again, bringing the thumbs into heart center. Inhale here. Exhale. May the long-time sun shine upon you. All love surround you, and the pure light within you guide your way on. Inhale. One long sat nam together to just seal the class.